Hello, Jefferson Multimedia. Let's talk about camera shots, what they look like and how we might use them. This could be an establishing shot for Jefferson Middle School, but I like this one better because we see the sign, it's at a weird kind of angle. We see the cars moving in the background. This one's my favorite. We see the branches of the tree blowing in the breeze. The sign's going one way, the school's going the other. It's a really cool way to show us where we are, Jefferson Middle School. And there's other ways to do it. You could show the outside of the building if you wanted. This one's kind of boring. This is a great establishing shot for our classroom, room 106, and you can look through the door and see where we are. So always tell us where we are. Establish the setting. Now here's a wide shot of the car riders in front of the school after class one day, but it's kind of flat. It's kind of boring. There's not really a focus. There's no place to look. Usually wide shots of a room are good, like the media center, or do the wide shot of our classroom and I put it on a Dutch tilt. Why? Because it looks cooler. It's more interesting to look at. Always give us a cool thing to look at. Oh, here's some people. Notice they were in a cowboy. We cut them off like right below the hips, between their hips and their knees, right? And they're clowning and having fun. That's cool. Now for the next section, we have an extreme close-up where we see just the eyes of the character. Always show us what they're thinking, what they're feeling, and all that other stuff. But you can also go with the close-up, which is just head and shoulders, and you can see the big smile. Now sometimes with a medium shot, where you show someone from the waist up, think about where you want to frame them. Do you want to have them on the right-hand side of the screen? Or do you want to put them on the other side, on the left-hand side of the screen? And I found sometimes when I film in the classroom, we always get the people in the background. So that's why we usually want to film at home or film after school so we don't have a bunch of people standing around. But where you put your character can be super important, and it can tell the story too. Close-up, head and shoulders on the left-hand side. Always think rule of thirds. Don't put all your people in the middle. If the left side doesn't work, can you put them on the right? Yeah, but see the reflection in the glass? Everything affects what you're filming. Okay, two-shot, full shot, the guy's head to toe. We see them both. This looks pretty cool. Where are they? How tall are they? How close are they? And don't zoom in if you need to show them tighter. Move the camera closer. They freak out a little bit, but that's okay. Now what happens next? We go to the over the shoulder. Notice the person on the right. The back of their head shows us who to look at. So Gavin's laughing, but that's what we want to see, right? We want to see him. Now if we switch it and go the other way, we want to see Owen. And this is a good example of why you shouldn't have bright lights in your set. See how the orange and the purple make the shot look weird? Yeah. Now we've got a close-up. This is head and shoulders, but I cropped it a little bit, and let me show you why. The original shot shows a group in the left that are doing their thing, and then if I go the other way, we see another guy, hi Marlon, doing his stuff. So we usually want to focus on the person. If you want to make it really cool though, going for the Dutch tilt. Why? Because it's fun, because it's cool looking. And what do we have here? We have a really good close-up, head and shoulders. She's in the center. Do we want to move her around? Do we want to move her to the right? Do we want to move her to the left? Or do we want to put her on a Dutch tilt? Sometimes that cool little artistic twist can tell a story in a way that you haven't thought of before. So don't make your camera shots boring. Have a little fun with the angles and think about how you want the person to be seen on the screen. If you put two people in the middle, it can get kind of boring, especially if they're making weird faces, but you know, it's middle school, so that's cool. But every time you put things together, think about how it should look. Here's another over the shoulder. We're looking at Seeley. We're seeing how he responds. And one more thing, if you're filming two people next to each other and one is like really shorter than the other one, you might want to change the height of your tripod when you go from one person to another, because we always want to see the person front and center, or front and right, or front and left in our videos. That's all I got. Thanks. Bye-bye.